So there was this one day where I fell asleep very, very late. It was almost 4 a.m. before I realized how much trouble I would be in if I didn't go to sleep. So I forced myself to go to bed, and the next thing I saw was the sun starting to rise. In my head, I knew that I didn't get enough sleep. I felt like I was a zombie. I pushed myself to get into the school building, and with every step I took, I kept reminding myself that I need to go to sleep earlier. Now, us teenagers love to label ourselves as night owls and trading stories of all-nighters and sleeping away an entire Saturday. Along with the more obvious hormonal changes that transforms a child into a teenager are shifts in the production of melatonin, which is the sleep hormones. This is why us teenagers seem more awake at midnight rather than in classes. While staying up late at night may sound like a blast to some of us, there may be some serious repercussions if we do not get enough sleep. According to Johns Hopkins pediatrician, teenagers need 9 to 9.5 hours of sleep per night. Additional sleep supports our developing brain as well as our physical growth spurts. It also helps protect us from depression and addictions like drug use. We often see ourselves trying to stay awake during classes, or like myself, just giving up and going to sleep. But the one time I tried to stay awake and listen to what the teachers have to say, I tend to lose focus and start to daydream. Some studies have shown that sleep deprivation leaves people vulnerable to attention lapses, reduced cognition, delayed reactions, and mood shifts. Insufficient sleep and all-nighters can also lower your body's resistance to illnesses and infections. It has also been suggested that people can develop a sort of tolerance to chronic sleep deprivation. Even though their brains and bodies struggle due to the lack of sleep, they may not be aware of their deficiencies because less sleep feels normal to them. Teenagers and students who do not receive a sufficient amount of sleep can implement some positive lifestyle and sleep habits to log in the 9 to 9.5 hours of sleep. This includes establishing better sleep habits. I myself am very guilty of not being able to stay off of electronics, including going on social media for hours and even playing games all night. Some research indicated that the light exposure from screens disrupts the traditional cues sent to the brain to wind down. So, something you can do to stop yourself from doing these things is to charge your phone in a different room. So, this can reduce the temptation at bedtime to go on your phone. Now, this may sound like a very difficult thing for us smartphone addicts to do, but this is the first step into getting a better sleep. While being on our phones may be one of the bigger factors of us not being able to sleep early, we have this thing that we all love called homework. Although it is easier said than done, finishing our big tasks right after we get home from school would prevent us from completing important deadlines at the end of the day, which will make it easier for us to wind down for bed. Your body's internal clock, aka the circadian rhythm, plays a very big role in regulating your body's internal clock. This clock tells your body when it is time to wind down for bed and to wake up in the morning. Therefore, you should stick to the same sleep schedule every night so that your body can find its natural rhythm and settle into a regular sleep-wake cycle. This way, you would not have trouble waking up in the morning. No matter how tempting it may be to stay up late at night, we should always prioritize getting a good amount of sleep so that we can live a long, healthy life. Thank you.